What's up everyone, and welcome to today's total body strength workout. Today we're definitely going to load up the weights and take things up a level when it comes to those strength gains. What we're going to do today is we're going to focus on a series of circuits. In those circuits we're going to work for time, and I'm going to break them all down as we go. For example, circuit 1, you're going to focus on sumo deadlifts. We're also going to hit some single arm rows. We're also going to hit some swings. From there, go into some goblet squats, pressing motions. We're going to hit a chest press as well as an overhead press. Work into some lunges. We have an AMRAP, we have an EMOM. I'm gonna break this all down as we go. This is an advanced workout. We're definitely going to take things up a level, okay? So let's load up a set of weights and let's get started. So let's get started with good mornings. So feet are a little wider than hip width, hands right behind your ears. Good solid hinge, hips are back, back is flat. Really think about hamstrings, glutes, posterior chain here. Awesome, let's go right into a good solid deep squat. Just hold for about a 1 count there and then drive, okay? Squat, add that little bit of a hold, get into those hips, add that drive. So we'll focus on a series of circuits today. Goal is to really go heavy, okay? Load up those weights. I'll give you a bunch of modifications and adjustments as we go for different exercises. Good, let's go reverse lunge. As you step it on back, let's twist over that lead leg. Make sure you don't twist your knee. You're just adding that rotation, top half of your body. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go skips in place or march in place. March in place would just be here. If you want to add those skips, add a little bounce, you can. Awesome. Let's bring it right into jumping jacks. If you want to go modified jumping jacks, you'd always just tap your feet out. Nice and quick, get the heart rate up a touch. Keep on cruising with those. Awesome, let's just jog in place, just stay nice and loose. I'm gonna break down the first circuit, okay? Sumo deadlifts, single arm rows, and swings we'll start you. For the sumo deadlifts, heavy kettlebell or 2 heavy dumbbells, right? I like to hold them straight up, straight down. It's like this overhand grip. Feet are out nice and wide, toes are angled out, good solid hinge. So it's definitely a wider stance, big squeeze. We're gonna go for 45, okay? So good solid hinge, really focusing on hamstrings, glutes there. From there, we're gonna go into a single arm row. You can do this row right from here, flat back, standing position, or if you have a bench, you wanna do it from here, you could definitely do so, okay? One side, other side, and then if you have a kettlebell, good time to use it. We're gonna hit some swings. You could also just do a single dumbbell, okay? So 1, 2, 3, think about strength foundation here. Sumo first, rows, swings, 1, 2, 3 times 3, okay? All right around 45, except for I'm gonna split them halfway when it comes to those rows, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Sumo deadlift will start you. Feet are out nice and wide. Really go heavy here, okay? Hips are back, back is flat. Angle those toes out. You should feel it in your inner thighs as well on these. Really make sure your core is super braced. Back is super flat, shoulders are back, okay? Let's go last 7. Last 7, then we're gonna hit our single arm row. And again, you could do that from a bench. You could just do it from a flat back standing position. Awesome, let's shake it on out. We're gonna transition to the single arm row, okay? Flat back standing position, we're gonna go 25 per side. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Good solid row. Row the dumbbell up right alongside your rib cage there, right towards that hip pocket. Back is super flat. I'm gonna switch you halfway on this one. Make sure no rounded spine. You're really braced through your core. Let's go second side, second side. Get that good solid row. And good, awesome, let's shake it on out. We're gonna go into swings here, so turn the dial on up. These are all pull patterns, right? Pulling from the floor, hamstrings, glutes, pulling towards you with the rows. With these swings, create this pendulum, hike it on through, okay? Real dynamic here, we're gonna go for 30. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Create that hinge. Hips, glutes, back is super flat. If you have a kettlebell, again, good time to use it. Straight up for 30. And this bell should just float, right? Create that pendulum, no pause at the bottom. Light pause at the top as you lock into standing plank, but make sure it's one fluid motion. Really think about pendulum here. We're gonna go last 5. Good, awesome, let's shake it on out. Good job, everyone, that's 1. We're gonna run that through 2 more times, 3 total sets. Good time to change up your weights. Grab a sip of water if you need. We'll tap into the sumo in 10, okay? Wider stance, hamstrings, glutes. Round 2, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Angle those toes out. Hips are back, back is super flat. There we go. And really make sure you're not going into this squat, right? Hips are back. Should feel a good stretch down the back side of your legs, into your hamstrings, into your glutes. Soft bend of those knees. We're gonna go last 10. Awesome, let's take a second here. This is gonna be your row. If you wanna use a bench, if you have it, even if you have a couch or chair nearby, you could use that. You could also just do it from a standing position. Let's go 25 per side. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's row. And when you come into these rows, think about the fact we spend a lot of time on like computers, devices, shoulders coming forward. I really want you to think about pulling everything back, okay? Think posture muscles as you do this. Good, let's switch it. Let's go opposite side, opposite side. Back is flat, good, let's go. Good solid squeeze. Last 5. Awesome, let's shake it on out, shake it on out. We're gonna hit these swings, okay? We'll hit these swings. Really create that pendulum, really be dynamic and explosive, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hike that weight on through. Again, if you have a kettlebell, good time to use it. Loading hips, loading glutes. When you finish at the top there, think standing plank, okay? You are super locked in. We're not here, we're not here, we are locked in. Hike and go. Let's go for another 5. Let's go for another 5. Awesome, let's grab 15. One more round. Good job, everyone. Good stuff. Good time to change up the weights, grab a sip of water. Round 3. When we go to our next block, which is more pressing, just 2 rounds except for the goblet, we'll hit for 3, okay? Sumo deadlift in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hips are back, back is super flat, lots of core. I don't want you to feel anything low back. Your low back will stabilize here, but that's it, okay? And then really think about exhaling as you pull away from the floor, okay? Awesome, let's bring it to this final set of these rows. Final set of these rows, back is super flat. Row the dumbbell and up right alongside that rib cage, right towards that hip pocket. Let's hit it. Really get that good squeeze. You could always just do these from a flat back position, okay? Good, second side with this row. Back is super flat, good, let's hit it. Awesome, let's shake it on out. This is gonna be your final set with these swings, okay? Final set with these swings. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Create this pendulum, real dynamic and explosive. Job, everyone, these look perfect. Hike and go. Really loading hips, loading glutes. This block is all about pull patterns. Next block is all about push patterns. Let's go last 5 here. And good, awesome. Let's take some time here. You're gonna get about 45. Just keep your eyes and ears on me. I'm just gonna break down this next block, okay? So goblet squat, I'm gonna have you add a 3-second hold at the bottom, okay? Let's say maybe 2. So you're gonna squat on down. 1, 2, drive, squeeze, okay? So a little bit of a hold there. Hold, 1, 2, drive, squeeze. That'll be your first one. Second exercise, you're gonna go to the floor. We're just gonna do a traditional chest press. If you want to, you could add a leg drop here or even kind of like a dead bug variation, what that would look like. We're here, press and extend, or just go heavy with your press. I'm gonna have you there for 40. Then we'll take your time coming up to standing, but then we're gonna go into a push press, similar to the swings, where it's a little bit more dynamic. Push press, quarter squat power, quarter squat power. If you're like, don't love that, let's just go into a traditional overhead press. So the theme is pressing here. Theme is pressing. We're just gonna go 2 rounds. Goblet squat will hit for 3, other 2, since we have some other pressing coming, we're just gonna keep as is, okay, just for 2. Goblet squat here, add the hold at the base. 45, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, solid, deep squat. Try to get quads, femurs parallel to the floor. 1, 2 on the hold. Big squeeze at the top. That hold is gonna keep you really honest in your form, okay? Driving through those legs. And there's an interesting term. I don't love the term, but it makes sense. It's called a butt wink, right? So when you start to come up, you're kind of like tilt, right? And kind of get up there. Really make sure everything stays locked in. You can take that out by really engaging your core. Let's go, last 5. Awesome, let's bring it on down to the floor. Bring it on down to the floor. This is going to be your chest press. This will be your chest press. If you want to add a dead bug here, you can. Full 40 on these. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Exhale on this push. Hands are going to be directly above those elbows. Exhale on that push. These weights are going to finish directly above your chest there. And again, if you want to add something with your legs to add some core, you can. You can go more into a dead bug. You can even go into a straight leg drop. Think about chest, shoulders, and triceps with this one. We're gonna go for another 10. Awesome, let's slowly bring it up to standing. Take your time. This is where you're gonna hit your push press, or you can just do a traditional overhead press, okay? Push press or traditional overhead press here. Push press, you add that quarter squat, a little bit more aerobic. We're gonna go for 30. Traditional overhead, just as is, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push press, you'd add a little quarter squat there. Full 30. If you just want to do a standard overhead press, stand up nice and tall. Big exhale on the push. Make sure you're not arching that low back as you hit these. And good, awesome. Let's shake it on out. Grab 10. Grab 10, perfect. Job. We're going right back into the goblet squat. We're gonna add that hold, okay? Round 2, identical. Only thing different about round 3 is we slide off the pressing. We just hit the squats, okay? Second set, same deal. Let's hit this goblet squat. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Good solid deep squat. Hold for a 2 count. 1, 2. Drive, squeeze. Really push your butt back, quads, femurs parallel to the floor. Get deep into that squat and make sure your knees are not caving in as you go down. We're not here. Push everything out. Let's go last 10. Awesome, let's bring it on down to the floor. This will be your chest press, and again, if you want to add a dead bug or a leg drop, you can. Full 40, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, exhale on this push. Really engage your core here as well, okay? Hands are directly above those elbows, bending to 90, exhale on that push. Let's go last 7, then we're gonna bring it into our push press or our traditional overhead press. Awesome, let's bring it up to standing. Good job, everyone. Push press or traditional overhead press. Push press, we add that quarter squat, okay? A little bit more aerobic. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, quarter squat power if you're hitting that push press. Or you could just go standard overhead. Shoulders are on fire. Good job, everyone. Stay in it for the last 10. And good, awesome. Let's shake it on out. Grab 15 here. Last thing we're gonna do with this block is we're just gonna hit the goblets. No hold, okay? I just want you to go straight up, straight down. We're just gonna go for 40 and then we're gonna close out this block, okay? So goblets for 40, then we go into a little bit of a lunge challenge, okay? Goblets for 40. Final set, no pressing in this one. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Quads, femurs parallel to the floor, straight up for 40. Don't worry about the pause. Chest is tall, big squeeze. Really focus on getting nice and deep into that squat and then driving through those legs. Let's go for another 5. And good, awesome. Let's shake it on out. Good job. I'm gonna give you about 30 here, okay? Good stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come into a lunge challenge. We're gonna go for 60 seconds. 60 seconds of lunges. Those could be walking lunges, reverse lunges, weighted lunges, body weight lunges, does not matter to me. If you have the space to do them walking, let's definitely do so. Otherwise, I think a good way to do it is just gonna be a suitcase hold, alternating front. We're gonna go for 60. I'm then going to give you 30 seconds, okay? In that 30, if you want to, you could lock into a wall sit. You can also take real true rest because you're probably gonna want it. You could also lock into a low plank. So wall sit, rest, low plank. We hit it 3 rounds back to back, okay? So 60 seconds on, 30 off, times 3. Cool? We all ready for this? All right. I'm gonna just reset this timer. We're gonna get cruising. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. First round of 60. First round of 60. You could definitely go body weight here. Reverse or front, whatever feels the most knee friendly for you, works for me. If you could do walking, let's do it. If you want a pretty good challenge, you could go double rack position with those dumbbells. I almost called them bells. I know you would have known what that meant, but. Full 60, and again, you could also go front. Really keep your torso tall, hit just about 90, 90 with those legs. You're 30 in. This is 45. Last 5. Awesome, let's grab your 30. So this could be a low plank, this could be a wall sit, this could be rest. You're gonna get 30. As soon as this clock hits 30, we go right into round 2 though. So definitely do what makes sense for you. Do not have to do anything other than rest right here if you don't want to. We're 15 into this rest. These are 3 rounds back to back, okay? That's 20. That's 25, so let's get ready for your second set. Awesome, round 2, let's bring it right into these lunges. Chest is nice and tall, you're 20 in. That's your 30. Really focus on good solid form. That's your 45, last 15. Awesome, that's your minute. Let's grab your 30. Let's grab your 30. This could be wall sit, this could be a plank, this could be true rest. This one's tough. This one is tough. Once we come out of this, we focus on more upper body based work as we go into a little bit of an AMRAP, okay? That's 50. Start to think about round 3 here. This is 55, so you got 5 seconds before we get rocking. Lunges here in 3, 2, 1, final round. Let's go. Good work, everyone. Stay in this, okay? Chest is up, nice and tall, really focusing on good solid form, driving through those legs, getting into those glutes each time. Go weights by your side, weights in rack position. That's 40. Stay in it for another 20. Stay in it for another 20. There we go. Power through. We close this out in 10 seconds. You get some rest coming around the corner, okay? And good. Awesome. Let's grab some time here. Good work, everyone. Awesome stuff. So now we're going to transition into an AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible, okay? We're going to go for 3 minutes. I want you to loop this as many rounds as you can for the 3. First exercise, we're going to go into a side raise. Light to medium set dumbbells, you're going to hit 10. These are all going to be reps of 10. Once you hit 10, if you're up for it, I want you to add this weight for a dumbbell jumping jack. If you're like, don't love that, let's press out and tap out at the same time. Okay, it's going to be low impact, but you're still getting that shoulder work, which is what we're looking for here. Those are also 10. Then we go high plank or bear, and you're going to go into a pull through. Pull through would be 10, okay? If you don't love the high plank or even the bear, you could go into a low plank and add an alternating toe lift, okay? These are all 10. These are all 10, and we're gonna go straight up for 3 minutes, as many rounds as you can, okay? Side raise will start you for 10, jumping jacks 10, or you can go modified jacks, and then we hit the pull through. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Abducting away from the midline of your body, finishing parallel to the floor. Really think shoulders here. And make sure you relax your shoulders. I don't want your shoulders creeping up by your neck, okay? As soon as you hit 10, that's when you go into your 10 jumping jacks, okay? You could do the modified version, which would be tap that foot out at the same time you go overhead, or you could add that pop, okay? As soon as you hit 10, we go high plank pull through. You could even go bear pull through if you want. Weight comes from one side to the other. This will be 10 total. 10 total. There we go. Once you hit those 10 of those pull throughs, we go right back into those side raises. We're tracking for right around a minute. Try to get 3, so you're a minute in. Right into those jacks, perfect. Tap that foot out. You could even add the pop. We go for 10. You are halfway through. You are halfway through, stay in it. You could also hold a high plank or a low plank for a 10 count, right? 1, 2, just hold on your own. We just came out of those lunges, right? Which are really focusing on lower body. Now this is all shoulders. If you didn't notice, the shoulders are on fire. Mine are. 2 minutes down, you got 1 more minute to go. Power through, add a little pace here. Try to power through the fatigue, power through the burn. You're gonna get a good recovery on the backside here. You have a full minute coming your way, okay? Final 20, final 20. Keep pushing. There we go. Stay in it for the last 7, last 7. And good, awesome, perfect. Take some time there. Good work, everyone. Shake it on out. I'm gonna give you a little extended rest here, okay? Just keep your eyes and ears on me. I'm gonna break down this next block. One of our longer blocks, we're gonna run this for about 9 minutes or so, okay? Maybe a little more. We're gonna go into an EMOM. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. So each one of these minutes, I'm gonna challenge you with an exercise, rep range for that exercise. Once you hit the rep range that works for you, rest for the remainder of the minute. First exercise I have at 10 to 12 double snatches. What that will look like. Punch directly overhead, right? Really load hips, load glutes. 10 to 12 is a good range. If you wanna go 15, you wanna go 8, you can. If you wanna do a devil's press, you'd bring yourself to the floor, pop out, pop in, and then punch overhead. You could definitely do that. Definitely not required though, okay? From there, once you rest after those reps, we're gonna go into a side lunge at the top of the next minute. I have it set at 16, okay? I have it set at 16. If you wanna add some flair to this and maybe do alternating step-ups instead, you can definitely do so. Or we're gonna go into those side lunges. We're gonna stay with just these 2 back to back for 3 rounds. Then I'm gonna bring in 2 new exercises, okay? Double snatches are first. Double snatches are first, every minute on the minute. I'm gonna reset this timer, we're gonna get cruising. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, double snatches first. Let's say 10 to 15. Load hips, load glutes. If you wanna go into a devil's press, you can bring the weights to the floor. And with an EMOM, the goal is to have some rest on the backside, okay? Goal is to finish, let's say, right around that 40, maybe 45-second mark. Have some rest at the backside. There we go, load and go. Really brace your core. You're 30 in, 30 in. 10 to 15 is going to be a good rep range here. And again, goal is to have some rest on the backside. We're right at 40. At the top of this minute, we're gonna hit the side lunges. I have it set at 16, plus or minus on either side. You could even do alternating step-ups if you have something to step up onto, okay? I'd keep the same reps. Side lunges, you can go double rack, you can go weights by your side, you can go weight at your chest. Good, let's hit it. Toes are facing forward, really drop into the outside glute. You'll also feel your inner thigh of that straight leg. If you want to go body weight here, you can definitely do so. Just really focus on good range of motion. Give you another angle. Back is super flat. Really drop into this glute. We're 30 in. We're right at 45. At the top of this minute in 15 seconds, we go right back into these double snatches, okay? Double snatches. Good job, everyone. We're gonna go double snatches in 5 seconds. Round 2, we have 3 rounds, okay? Good, let's hit it. Load hips, load glutes, punch. Really think about one straight line as you punch these weights directly above you. Don't add that pause in the middle if you can, right? So no pause. Keep the weights nice and tight to your body. Punch and go. There we go. Load and go each time. That's 40. We're right at 45. Start to get ready for these side lunges. Okay, round 2. Same rep range. Okay, same rep range. Job. You are working. Good stuff. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Side lunges here. Say right around 16, plus or minus. Goal of an EMOM is to push yourself, but also have rest, okay? Really dropping into that glute, right? Toes are facing forward, good straight line. We're at 30. Keep on cruising. This is 45. At the top of this minute, we go one more round. We go right back into those double snatches, right back in. We're at 52. Double snatches, final round. See if you could add 2 reps to each one of these, okay? Add 2. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. One straight line as you punch directly overhead. There we go. Really load hips, really load glutes. And think about punching directly overhead. Lock it all in, okay? Tons of power from your lower body. We're at 40. We'll hit the side lunges for the final set in 10 seconds. And again, I'm going to introduce 2 new exercises on the top here. Introduce 2 new exercises on the top. Side lunges, final round. See if you can add 2 reps. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. Drop into that glute. Toes are facing forward. This is 30. We're right at 40. When we get to the top of this minute, I'm going to give you the 2 new exercises, okay? Let's go for another 10. Awesome. Grab a little recovery here, okay? So what we're going to do is 2 exercises, 2 rounds. This is going to be your final 4 minutes of work. First exercise, we're going to go curls, just straight up bicep curls. Let's say about 15 to 22 reps, both arms working same time. Second exercise is going to be an all-out exercise of your choice. Burpees, butt kicks, high knees, jumping jacks. Maybe you want to do a kettlebell march or farmer's carry. You could definitely do that if you want to take out the impact. That's going to be for 45. So think about curls for 20, rest for the remainder of the minute. All out for 45, okay? Back to curls, back to all out. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Curls are going to be set as an EMOM, every minute on the minute, right? 15 to 22 is going to be a good curl range here. Really focus on isolating those biceps, right? I don't want you to swing at the bottom or swing at the top. Elbows are really fixed. We're 30 in. 15 to 22 will be a good rep range. That's 40. At the top of this minute, which is another 15 seconds, all out full throttle with an exercise that makes sense for you. Burpees, high knees, butt kicks. If you want to do more of like a march or farmer's carry, you could do that. I'm going to stick with the march on this one. Pushing for 45, pushing for 45. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All out exercise of your choice. If you want to do a march here, you can. This should be a 10 out of 10. I want you to close it out strong, okay? If you're hitting that march, I really want you to think about engaging your core on each one of these steps. I almost want you to root yourself at the top, balance, lock and go, balance, lock and go, perfect. We're 30 in, which means we have 15, then you get 15. Awesome, let's all grab 15 here. Let's all grab 15. Good stuff. In 10 seconds, we go back to the curls. One more round of these two, okay? One more round of these two. Great, great job. Curls are coming in 3, 2, 1, 15 to 22. Be really intentional here. We're 30 in. That's your 45. That's your 45. 15 seconds, we go to your final all out. We're just gonna run it for 45. This should be your hardest 45 seconds of the day, okay? Hardest 45 seconds of the day. We go right to our stretch on the backside here. Good, let's go. Push the pace. See if you can take it up one more notch. You're 15 in. Let's go for another 30. Yes. Set the tone for the day right here, okay? Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1, and good rest. Awesome work, everyone. Let's stretch. Good, good stuff. Let's go feet out nice and wide. We'll just stay standing here. Reach to one side. Just hold there. Let's walk to the opposite side. Let's stand up nice and tall. Let's put your feet together. Let's just bring one arm across. Let's release. Let's go opposite side. Now let's go feet together. Reach on down. Grab your opposite elbow. Just gonna hang there for a sec. Couple big deep breaths. Think about everything you just accomplished. You absolutely crushed it. Slowly roll up your spine. Bring it to your chest. Awesome work, everyone.